This is the ranking of all the karate punches in Kumite, so stay tuned. Hi guys, I'm Yusuke Nagano from Karate Dojo waKu, and if it's your first time checking out my channel, this channel is focused on karate kata tutorials and Kumite tutorials. So if you like to learn the authentic karate tutorial videos, then please consider subscribing to my channel. Today I'm going to be ranking the top 13 karate punches from a 5-star to 1-star. So from the top I have Kizami Zuki, Gyaku Zuki to the Chudan, Gyaku Zuki to the Jodan, 1 step, Gyaku Zuki to the Jodan 0 step, 1-2 with 1 step, 1-2 with 2 steps, 1-2-3, 1-2-3-4, then Uchi, Gyaku Gyaku, Jodan Chudan, Chudan Jodan, and Oizuki. So those are the 13 choices that I have chosen. Well, I guess there can be a lot more, but I would say these 13 are like the basic ones, and some are really complicated. So, starting with the Kizami Zuki. This is very hard, but I would say Kizami Zuki is one of the fastest and the simplest motions that you can do in karate. Because the only motion you need is this, right? I guess it's the most minimal fast attack that you can do, punch that you can do in Kumite. So I would put this in number 4. Yep. Because you can use it anytime you want. You can use it as a counter when the opponent steps in, go in, or you put the pressure and you go in. Or maybe you can use it as a counter. So there are so many things that you can do with the front hand punch. So Kizami Zuki comes for the 4-star. So for the next one, Gyaku Zuki to the Chudan. This is a very tricky one because this punch doesn't have a lot of reach, right? You have to duck, the height difference is going to occur, meaning you're going to be like this usually. But when you do Chudan Zuki, you go down, right? And that's going to make the opponent notice that you're doing something. So it's going to make him or her react to it. So it's a very hard punch that you do for an attack. For a counter, yes, it's a very useful one. But in this scenario, we'll be talking mainly about you attacking. So, Chudan Zuki as an attack. The only situation that I recommend you to do is to push the opponent to the corner and make him or her attack you and you counter. So I guess for an attack, coming here, I think. 2-star. Just saying, this is my personal opinion. What do you guys think? Is this more useful or not? Please comment down below. Next is the Gyaku Zuki to the Jodan with 1 step. So this is a very beginner, friendly punch because it's pretty simple. You step in and you do the Gyaku Zuki. Although this doesn't have a lot of reach, I guess you can react to it very fast. Being usually the back fist is going to be your useful hand. So it's going to be, but the applications are limited here. Short distance, but simple enough. If you compare with the Kizami Zuki has a longer reach, so it'll be below Kizami Zuki. So I would say it's 2 or 3. Let's put it here. Gyaku Zuki to the Jodan with 1 step would be 2-star. However, Gyaku Zuki with 0 step, this has a longer reach, and the timing of your attack to land on the opponent's chin it's a little earlier than the first Gyaku Zuki. So it's faster and you can go further. So this is definitely above the first Jodan 1 step. So I would put it here. Yep. So the next one, 1-2 with 1 step. Now let's actually do the 1-2 with 2 steps. This is the regular 1-2 where you go ba ba, 2 steps, right? Ba ba. This is an ordinary one, but it's for sure better than these 2 attacks because you're doing 2 attacks, right? Ba ba. more information to the opponent's brain means that him or her is it's gonna be hard for him or her to react. So I'm gonna put it here. The reason why it's below Kizami Zuki is that a very good Kizami Zuki is so fast that it's very hard to react to compared to a 1-2, very easy timing 1-2, because if you step twice, that means you're going to be slower. So I think Kizami Zuki is still higher than this 1-2 with 2 steps. However, if you do a 1-2 with 1 step, that's another whole story. The last one was ba ba, but this one is ba ba. Sorry, I'm holding an iPad so I can't do it fast, but you take 1 step. So with the first step, you punch, but you don't move the first leg, and you punch. So I would put it right here, 1 step, 1-2. This is a very, very fast one if you can do it very good. So far it's looking like this. So now on to 1, 2, 3. It's bang, 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 bang. So you're taking 2 steps and you're punching 3 times. So it's this 1-2 plus the last punch. Since there are more information than this obviously comes at the top, higher than this one. So next one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this, if you can do it very fast, and if your initial timing of the attack is very good, it's obviously going to be up here. Let's put it up here. Yep. Next, Uchi. Uchi is an attack that you do. So the normal Kizami Zuki is this, right? But Uchi comes like this. Ba. So if you're preparing to block like this, and the fist comes like this, then it can be tricky for the opponent. So I would say, however, it loses speed compared to the Kizami Zuki. This is a very tricky one, but if you're very good at it, I think it's between 3 and 4. I would put it here. If you want to do a uchi, you have to have a long arm, especially from your elbow to your fist. Mine's very short, so the distance that I can make with this is very limited. But if you have long forearms, then I think it's a very good technique for you. So since there is going to be an individual difference, I put it at a 3-star. So next, Gyaku Gyaku. You do the 0-step Gyakuzuki, ba, and then you land it with the other Gyakuzuki. This is an application of this Gyakuzuki 0-step, but it's not as much information to the opponent's brain as these two. Oops. So I put it here, 4-star, Gyaku Gyaku. Next, Jodan Chudan. This, you're taking 2 steps, ba ba, an orthodox, right? You see this a lot. If you can do it very fast, this is very effective for the opponent because it feels as you're just disappearing from his or her eyesight because you're like dropping down. So, Gyakuzuki, Chudan, Gyaku, Jodan, it should be above these two, but not as you. 1, 2, 2-step. I think it's between 4 or 3. What do you guys think? 1, 2, 2 steps is here, but it's a lot trickier than this because there's going to be a level difference here. You go from the Jodan to the Chudan. So I guess it's 4-star. Yep. Yeah, I think so. Now to the Chudan Jodan. This is, I think it's a little bit different from what you're imagining. It's not ba and then to the Jodan, because that's going to be too slow. What I'm talking about here is taking one step and doing 2 punches. So it's going to be ba ba ba. I'm pretty sure I have a video of that already, so please watch that as I explain. But this is a very tricky one. I don't think a lot of people uses this, so I want to put it in the 4-star. It's a lot faster than this usual 1-2 with the 2 steps, and yeah, it's a lot more people can use it compared to the Uchi. So let me make some space here. Oops. So this goes here. Chudan, Jodan. And then at last, Oizuki. Oizuki is from here to ba. A huge long stance, long step, and you punch. This is a very tricky one. If you move to the side and you punch, it can work. But compared to all the other ones, the back leg has to come over the front leg, which is going to be very time consuming. So that comes at 1 star. So to conclude, it looks like this. From the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 4-star, Kizami Zuki, 1, 2, 1 step. Gyaku Gyaku, Jodan Chudan, and Chudan Jodan. 3-star, Gyaku Zuki, Jodan 0 step. 1, 2 with the 2 steps. And Uchi, pa. 2-star, Gyaku Zuki to the Chudan, and Gyaku Zuki to the Jodan with 1 step. And at last, Oizuki. So as you can see, the more information you give to the opponent, the more information of the attack, the harder it gets for him or her to react. So always in your practices, you can start out from the easier ones, from here. But as you get better, please progress to the harder practices. Oh, this is very ugly. Because the more attacks you connect, the better it'll get. Another point is that the fewer steps you take, the better it's going to be. For instance, if we compare, let's say, Gyakuzuki to the Jodan 1 step and Gyakuzuki to the Jodan 0 step, if you're taking an extra step, that means there's more time spent and there's more motion for the opponent to see. So therefore, taking less steps are better. 1, 2 here, and 1, 2 here is another example. So that sums up the video for today. I'll be doing the ranking for karate kicks as well and karate counters in the future. So if you'd like to see those, then please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time.